Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to the channel where today we're going to be saying goodbye to my iPhone 13 mini. I apologize in advance if the camera's a little shaky. I have lost my tripod and I cannot seem to find it, but we're going to make this video work either way. So as I'm sure some of you know, I got this phone back in February of 2023 as it replaced my old Galaxy S7 Edge. In fact, I actually traded it in, which was kind of stupid because it was dumb and I shouldn't have ever gotten rid of that phone. Which here, oh, my flashlight came on, but as you can see here, I bought another one and I'll go over it eventually. I enjoyed using this phone a lot. It was an amazing upgrade to my S7 Edge, and just the usability and features of this phone topped really anything that I had ever really used before. The camera usability was so much better than what I was used to. Dual 12 megapixel cameras on the back, nothing too crazy. I mean, for the 13, for its time, was just, you know, amazing. I had so much fun learning about the fun of having a wide angle camera and taking extremely close-up pictures of your face with it. I loved that the front facing camera was actually usable to some extent, and just the quickness and usability of it was something that I really wanted at the time, and I just wanted something that was no nonsense, you know, something that was easy to carry around. Obviously the mini being one of the smallest phones of the time, it got interesting. Obviously over time with age and, you know, having this phone for about 2 years, the battery started to degrade pretty heavily. Everything started to lag on it pretty hard. I mean, now that I have pretty much a lot of the stuff off of it, it runs a lot more smoothly now. But the battery is still just not good enough. You know, I just took it off its charger about maybe 10 minutes ago at most, but we're already sitting at 97%. So I've created a lot of content with this phone, some pretty high quality, as I'm sure you guys know from my Where'd All the Time Go video. I said that really weird, but excited to make a bunch of new content with my new phone, which is the iPhone 16, just the base 16, nothing too fancy or crazy, but I am really enjoying it so far. If you guys do want a video of me talking about it, just let me know and I'll make it. I mean, this is just one of the instances of the amazing pictures that this camera took. Obviously, it doesn't look as good recording it on another screen, but it just definitely took amazing photos and I was really happy with it. One of the things that ended up bothering me towards the end of me using this phone regularly was just the size. I wasn't happy with the size. It was just too small for my hands. It would constantly just feel weird in my pocket, like I just didn't have anything. It would constantly slip out of my hand if I didn't have a case on it, and it didn't feel right. Ever since I did switch to my 16, I have been really enjoying it, having a phone that is actually of a decent size again, because it was small and it hurt my hand after a while. My hand would cramp if I was scrolling for any amount of time longer than maybe like 30 minutes. At this point, it was getting time for an upgrade, and I upgraded to my current phone, and I'm really enjoying it now. Obviously, as you guys can see, I have the iOS 26 beta on this phone as well as my current phone. I've been really enjoying it, but especially ever since I downloaded that beta onto this phone is really when it just started to get really buggy and all that stuff, just because it couldn't quite handle it. I know plenty of older phones and stuff, I see videos of, you know, them working just fine, but I think the issue is just the smaller form factor, the specs being not as good as, say, the regular 13 or the 13 Pro or anything like that. Because I do know that the 13s in general, as they aged, they did not age very good. They went out of service in terms of battery life, usability, and all that stuff a lot quicker than some other iPhone models. Because my mother, she has an iPhone 11, just the base iPhone 11, and other than the battery, it still works perfectly fine. Like, it does not bog down. It doesn't do anything like that. Obviously, the cameras and stuff like that are a little bit outdated, but it isn't degraded to the point of this phone. Towards the end, apps would start crashing, such as Facebook and TikTok. They would constantly bug out, and I'd have to do all kinds of stuff for that. And it really got to a point where I was like, I'm done with this, and I need a new phone. But yeah, this phone, it served me good for the time I had it. I got it in a beautiful color. I think it's that midnight blue, if I remember correctly. Honestly, towards the end, you know, it got buggy but I never hated this phone. The pros definitely outweighed the cons of it, and I also forgot to mention that my charger port had stopped working, so I had to constantly wirelessly charge this, which was quite inconvenient, especially with the battery degrading as quickly as it did. Having to lug around a wireless charger to work all the time was not the most ideal, but it is time to put this poor phone to rest, trading it in, sending it in tomorrow, possibly, and that'll be the end of this phone. I'm way more happier with my 16. I will definitely say that. I like the size. It's a lot quicker. The cameras are amazing. I can't even begin to explain how just amazing the cameras are on this new phone. But saying farewell to this phone after a little over 2.5 years that I've had this phone. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys did like it. And if you did, make sure you guys leave a like because it really helps out the channel a lot. Also, make sure you guys subscribe and share with your friends to spread the word about my channel. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.